Hello everyone, I'm Amulya, currently pursuing BTech in AIML in GM University, Davangere. Now we are moving into an exciting and fundamental concept in computer science programming, handling large number arithmetic using linked list. As we know, standard data types in many programming languages, such as int or long, have a fixed size and can only store numbers with a certain range. So when we need to perform arithmetic operations on numbers that exceed the range, we need an alternative approach. So one effective method is using a linked list to represent these large numbers. So each node in the linked list stores a single digit of the number, and the list as a whole represents the entire number. This technique allows us to work with numbers virtually any size, limited only by available memory. Now moving into our code. Hmm. For 1 to 4 line, there are standard library functions. So first line include stdio.h, includes the standard of input output library for functions like printf and fopen. Then the second line for functions like malloc and free. Then third line string length, and moving into the sixth line, it defines a node structure for the linked list with an integer digit, a pointer to the next node, and a pointer to the previous node, which is seen in the ninth and 10th line. Then, coming into the 13th line, function to create a node. So, it declares a function to create a new node with the given digit. Then, in the next line, that is in the 15th line, allocates memory for a new node and it casts its to node pointer. Then, in the line of 16th, sets the digit find of the new node, then initializes the next pointer to null, initializes the previous pointer to null, then returns a newly created node. That ends the create node function. Then coming into the line 22, which declares a function to append a digit to the linked list. So it in the line of 23, it creates a declares a function to append to digit to the linked list. It creates a new node with the given digit. Then if the list is empty, returns a new node as the head. Otherwise, it travels to the end of the list. Then in the line of 30, appends the new node at the end and links it back to the previous node, returns the end of the list in the 34th line. Then coming into the line of 38, function to read a large number from a file. Declares a function. So coming into a file. The file declares a function to read a large number from a file. You are close to the file. Characters from the file until a new line or EOF, then converts the character to a digit and appends it to the list, then returns the end of the list. This is the end of the read number line function. Mm.
I will continue explaining further about the code from the line 48, and here function to print a large number. In 49 line, it declares the function to print a large number, and from 51 to 56th line, it traverses the least and prints the each digit, then prints a new line, and from in the 59th line, it declares the function of an reversal linked list, and then from the 60 to line to 72 line, it reverses the previous and next pointers of an each node. If a temp is not null, sets head to the new head of an list.
Hi everyone, myself Fatima Herman. I'll be explaining the function to multiply two large numbers. In line number 108, pointer node multiply numbers of pointer node 1 num1 and pointer node num2. It declares a function to multiply two large numbers. pointer node result is equal to create node 0. It initializes the result as a linked list with a single node containing 0. In line number 110 to 112, it initializes a pointer for traversing num2 and a variable position to keep track of the current digit position in num2. Also initializes a loop counter I. In line number 113 to 115, it is a while loop. It starts a loop to traverse each digit of num2, and it also initializes temp1 to traverse num1 and current result to traverse the result. Next, in line number 116 to 121, it is a for loop. It moves current result to the correct position in the result list to add the current product of temp2 to digit and num1. And in line number 123, int carry is equal to 0. It initializes the carry of for the current digit multiplication. And in line number 124 to 127, it is a while loop again. It multiplies the current digit of num2 with each digit of num1, adds the carry and the current digit in the result list. It updates the current result digit with the least significant digit of the product and updates the carry. And and from line number 128 to 135, it is a if condition. If there are more digits to process in num1 or if there is a carry left, it ensures the result list has the necessary nodes by creating new nodes if needed. Then moves current result to the next node. Finally, moves temp1 to the next node in num1. In in line number 137, it is a if condition that carry is greater if carry is greater than 0. If carry is greater than 0, current result to digit is equal to carry. If there is carry left after processing all digits of num1, sets the current result nodes digit to the carry. In line number 140 to 141, it moves the next digit in num1 and increments the position. Result is equal to list of result. It reverses the result list to get the digits in the correct order, and at last return result. It returns the result linked list representing the product. It returns the result linked list representing the product.
I will continue next part. Add two numbers. Declare a function to add large numbers. Initialize pointers for traversing the numbers and a carry variable. Next. Begins a loop to add the digits of the two numbers starting from the least significant digits. The loop continues as long as whether temp1 or temp2 is not null. Next 78 line. Initialize the sum variable with the current carry value. If temp1 is not null, adds the digit from temp1 to sum and moves temp to the previous node. Next 85 line. If temp2 is not null, adds the digit from temp2 to sum and moves temp to the previous node. 87th line. Explain. Update the carry to be the integer division of sum by 10. Next line. 88 line appends the least significant digit of sum to the result list. 90th line, if there is any carry left after the last addition, appends it also the most significant digit of the result. 93 lines explain about reverse the result list to get the digits in correct order. 95th line returns the result and linked list represent the sum. 96 lines ends at the add numbers function. 97th line declares a function to multiply two large numbers. 99 line Initialize the result as a linked list with a single node containing 0.
Code from line number 147 to 154, it defines the main function, gets the current working directory and prints it. If it fails, print on error and exits. From line number 156 to 159, it opens the file number numbers.txt for reading. If it fails, print on error and exits. From line number 162 to 165, it reads two large numbers from the file using read number from the file function and stores them in num1 and num2. In line number 165, the file closes after reading. From line number 168 to 171, it prints the first and second large numbers by calling the print number functions for each. From line number 173 to 176, it adds the two numbers by calling add numbers function and prints the result. From line number 178 to 184, it perform multiplies the two numbers by calling multiply numbers functions and prints the result. In line number 183, it returns 0 to indicate that the program executed successfully. Ends the main function.
And now we are running the program. We compile, and then if we run it, the sum of the product is, just a moment, and this is the output. Thank you, and this is the end of our assignment.